Connor Rogers here alongside Pooh Paul at the NFL Combine. Pooh, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, I'm excited to be here and blessed to be here. I can't complain.
Yeah, you got great energy to the set. We always appreciate that. Listen, 3 years, plenty of production at Arkansas, but then you go to Ole Miss and you explode. Like, what was it that kind of clicked for you this year compared to all the other years?
Necessarily just getting around, and I got this at Arkansas as well. You know, I have a great bond with those guys as soon as I left. Fun fact, before I left, I actually told my teammates at Arkansas that I was considering entering the transfer portal. That's just something that I felt I had to do as a man and as a linebacker, a leader. They saw me as a leader. I just wanted to be honest with them. But getting to Ole Miss, I didn't know how they was going to accept me. Coming from a rival team in the SEC West, playing them for 3 years, I didn't know what kind of perception they had of me. But, man, they took me in, and really learning about them off the field gave me a concept of their why.
Yeah.
Why they're here, why they play the game, and then necessarily just help us all grow together, man, and just growing together and having a success as a team led to individual success. And that what led to me just exploding out this year.
I can't imagine what that practice environment was like. You have obviously NFL caliber players that you're practicing against, but you're also playing alongside NFL caliber players. How much did that raise the day-by-day intensity at Ole Miss?
Man, it was awesome. Just watching these guys compete, man. Like you said, we had NFL caliber teams, offense and defense. Man, just going against those guys, like they say, iron sharpens iron. So, man, they really just help us grow together as brothers, but as well as teammates, and just go out there and just put it all on the line on Saturdays.
When you meet with NFL teams here, what's the one thing when the week is over where you're like, man, I really hope they learn that about me?
Man, I'm somebody who's God-fearing and not afraid to admit that. So I'm not afraid to talk about my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. That's the reason I'm here talking to you guys now. But another thing is somebody I want them to know that I'm somebody who's very passionate about the game, somebody who's going to give their 100% efforts each and every day, and I hope that rub off to them.
What was it about this defense, whether it's schematically or what the coaches put you in, that allowed you to play so free and loose all the time, like just running around making plays?
So Coach Golden did a great job of putting us in different situations throughout the week of what we could expect from that team, and it really allowed us to be more comfortable if we was to get those situations in game, if they was to come up, which allowed us to play faster. He did a great job with install of that week, giving us checks in order to protect ourselves against different things that may happen. So it allowed us to play fast and free.
So you got a head start on the process. You got to go to Shrine Week, meet with teams, practice, show scouts what you're all about. What was that experience like in an all-star environment?
Man, that was a unique experience, man. I'm very fortunate to get that opportunity to do that. And, I met a lot of people, made a lot of bonds, man. So it was really going out there and, meeting with those coaches and going out there and practice with NFL caliber players. It was truly unique. It was truly a blessing.
Playing in the SEC as long as you did, is there a running back that you went against where you were like, man, it's a long day trying to tackle this dude, or just a guy that stood out from the pack?
So I actually have 3 players, but as far as a running back, ETN.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Georgia. I actually played him when he was at Florida as well when I was at Arkansas. And I was like, oh, okay, this guy's pretty good. And we get to Ole Miss and Georgia week, and it was like, okay, scout report comes up. ETN at running back. I'm like,
An old nemesis.
I'm like, I got to try to tackle him again, man. But, man, that's somebody who really, he runs hard, very shifty, very fast, very elusive, man. And that's somebody who really, as a linebacker, you have to really be on all 10 trying to tackle him. But he's not a running back, but 2 other guys, DJ Lagway and Lenore Sellers.
Okay.
These are 2 young guys, but as their career developed, they're only going to get better. These guys they're the truth, especially Sellers, standing at 6'3", 230, but he is fast. Like, he's fast on his feet, man. That's somebody those 2 guys are really going to get better throughout their careers, and I'm excited for them.
If you could train with one NFL linebacker, past or present, doesn't have to be a guy still playing, and just kind of pick their brain for an hour, who would it be?
Dre Greenlaw, and that's somebody who I was being compared to when I was at Arkansas. That's somebody who I've been compared to since his NFL process. He's just somebody who plays with a lot of grit, somebody who plays with a lot of passion like myself, and somebody who's just a field general, sideline to sideline, and just he plays the game differently.
Yeah, the sideline to sideline speed, I absolutely see it with you guys. When did you realize, like, it was all about linebacker for you, right? Because most people growing up, they play both sides of the ball, they play multiple sports. When were you like, I'm all about defense and being the guy in the middle of the field?
It was really instilled in me at a young age. I like to hit people. I'm really aggressive. My mom actually saw me as a rough person. Like, she would always say, "You're too rough. You're too rough with your younger brother."
Go play football.
But man, it was just something that the way the leadership characteristics that they held. I see myself as a leader on and off the field, and just the way that they play the game and they study the game. They're students of the game, and it just means more to them. So that when I was younger, it was like, okay, that's what I want to do.
Do you ever miss playing some running back, or you prefer to hit them instead?
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
It's sometimes that I joke with guys like Jay Higgins
Yeah.
and Jalen Walker, like, hey, I was an all-state running back.
I've seen the high school highlights. People forget.
But man, I do miss it sometimes. But man, I know my heart lies at linebacker.
What do you do away from football for fun?
So I actually have a 9-month-old daughter. Not a lot of people know that, but I do. And I like to spend time with her. I like to spend time, just miss time with her and just watching her grow, man, has been a blessing. But I also like to fish. Growing up in South Georgia, that's all we had down there. So I like to fish. It teaches me patience, but as well as I use it as a therapeutic type of concept, man. Just being out in the open water, just being out in nature, whether I'm alone or sometimes me and my brother would go, and man, we would just talk, just have conversation, catching up on things that I've missed since I've been home, and just updating each other on life.
Pooh Paul, been awesome talking to you, man. Been great watching you at the college level. Can't wait to see what you do at the next level. Thanks so much, and best of luck in the NFL.
I appreciate y'all, and God bless.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.